And we can edit too.
So,
Why don't you just sit in the rocking?
Nonie,
Emmons.
Hey, Elias,
I
go
have
turn off the heater so.
question for you. So it clicks?
I'll answer
Yeah.
it.
Yours,
At 10 as best I can.
make it click. Number 1.
1.
What was your favorite Christmas?
Well, that is
Of
really
all
kind of
your
hard
years.
because I remember your daddy's first Christmas and Aunt Marla's first Christmas, and I remember your first Christmas. But as a little girl, I remember mostly the Christmas traditions that we had, you know, the putting up the tree as a family. Always had mistletoe, and I had this wonderful picture of my mom and dad together standing under the mistletoe kissing, and I love that picture. I remember when I wanted a bride doll, really very, very much for Christmas. The bride dolls in that day were very expensive. And so I ended up, Santa brought me an African American bride doll, and I just thought she was wonderful. She was beautiful. I like Christmas. I like my Christmas memories. I like my memories of Daddy's grandma, my mom used to come down and spend Christmas with us, and we'd go to Christmas Eve service. And Marla and I cry every year when we pass candles at Christmas Eve because we think of her. Okay?
Question number 2.
Number 2.
What was your favorite Christmas gift?
My favorite was a little, which sounds kind of silly now, but it wasn't. It was a little, about that big and that wide, like a little electric organ. You plugged it in and you pushed buttons and it made this horrible sounding noise, but I loved it. I just thought it was great. It's my favorite Christmas gift that I can think of. And I also liked one year when your daddy was little, he came running into the house and he said, he said, Mama, no, he called me Mommy, I am not going to tell you that we bought you a coat for Christmas. And that was fun. The coat was fun.
So, the third question number 3 is, tell us about the best Christmas feast you had.
Oh, my grandmother. Anything my grandmother cooked was the best. Grandma's reputation was far and wide in Indianapolis, and I'd go to Prospect Lodge with her, and Grandma did all the cooking for everything. And there were these big old ovens, and they'd cook in there. So my grandma's Christmas meals were the best. Anything she fixed, turkey, chicken, whatever. She also made good fish. She was her number 1 recipe was cooking deep fried fish. In fact, my parents had deep fried fish after they were married. They had grandma's fish for their wedding, whatever, you know, after supper afterwards. Oh, her fish was the best.
So, question number 4. Did Santa come to your house when you were a kid?
Oh yes, and I never got any cold. I always got neat little gifts. Now, Santa would come to our house when we got older, and my sister, Aunt Darlene, and I would have to open whatever Santa brought together because they were going to be identical. Like one year, I got a leather coat, and mine was, can't remember, brown. Aunt Darlene got a leather coat just like it, but hers was blue. So we had to open things together because they were going to be alike.
Question number 5. Did Santa ever give you a surprise?
Well, they were all surprises, yes.
Did he ever give you a surprise gift?
I think it all was surprise. I was surprised at all of it. I thought it was all so exciting. I can remember, you know, not being able to go to sleep, going going in and saying, has Santa been here yet, to Mommy and Daddy. So I think it all was a big surprise for me.
Okay, question number 6. What family members gathered for Christmas celebrations when you were a kid?
Oh, there'd be my aunt. I don't have an aunt. My uncle, my grandma and grandpa. Sometimes my other grandfather, Mother's adopted father, was there after his wife died. Mom and Dad, my sister, sat around this big old dining room table at my grandmother's house. Of course, Grandma was there cooking. Now, she always cooked, but I'll tell you something. Your dad got his sloppiness honestly. At Grandma's house, it got really cleaned once a year really well because my mother cleaned it for once a year, and all of us pitched in. Grandma was not the tidiest person in the world. She was a marvelous cook and a marvelous person, but she was sloppy. You'd go to Grandma's house, and if you wanted to drink water, you had to wash the glass first because it wouldn't be clean. Have you ever had to do that?
Once or twice. Yes.
Okay, I bet you have. So Daddy came by it honestly, didn't he?
Yes.
And he's an Emmons. I gotta say, Emmons, though, one of my best Christmas presents ever as an adult was this Christmas. I did not have any idea that Papa had bought me a ticket to come see you guys. You probably knew it before I did, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a big surprise, and guess what I did when I opened it?
What?
I cried. I was so excited.
It was Daddy's idea, I think.
Was it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Question number 7. Tell us about a Christmas wish that didn't come true.
Oh, Christmas wish that didn't come true. I'm trying to think about that. Oh, I can tell you what it was. Was that Christmas? Yes. I wanted a piano. I wanted a piano. In the worst way, I wanted a piano, and I didn't get one. It's probably good because I have no musical sense. As soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur will prove if I sing it.
Yeah. Question number 8. Describe the decorations in your home when you were a kid.
Okay. When I was a kid, we always had a Christmas tree, live Christmas tree. And I would say it'd be about between 5 and 6 feet tall, you know, how tall are ceilings. And it sat in our living room, right in front of what they called the picture window. And we had a little bulby looking thing for the top knot. It was not cross or star or anything like that. It had little bulbs like on it. And we of course had colored lights, never flashing. I hate flashing lights. And we had ornaments that my mother always bought at after Christmas sales. And we always had garlands, usually silver. And we always put tinsel on our tree. Do you know what tinsel is? Do they even sell that anymore? No. Tinsels is like if you took aluminum foil and cut it hair thin, really thin,
Yeah,
and about that long, and you drape it on the tree.
I've seen it.
And we always had that and the mistletoe. And Mother had other things that she worked at Blocks in downtown Indianapolis, and she'd hit a lot of sales and buy things. Okay?
Question number 9. What traditions did your parents do that you continue?
Oh man, that's tough. Well, the Christmas tree, I still continue that. Christmas Eve, we always had like meat, sandwich meat stuff. I've often done that. I think it's not so much. I think after my own children got here, especially after I was a single mom, I set my own traditions more than following my parents' traditions. Your daddy, Aunt Marla, and I always went to Christmas Eve service. We always kept Christmas Eve for the true meaning of Christmas, Christ's birthday. And then Christmas Day, often we drive up to Indianapolis. Now, not too often, not until they got older, because when they were little, I thought it was so unfair. Santa would bring them all these toys, and then we would load the kids in the car and take them up to Indianapolis, and they didn't get to play with their new toys. So we usually stayed home Christmas Day to enjoy our presents, and when Meemaw was coming down to be with us, we'd just sort of lounge around and play and have fun on Christmas Day. And I would cook sometimes.
Our last question, question number 10.
Yes.
What was the best gift that you gave to your sister?
To my sister. Oh, that's tough. Best Christmas gift I gave to my sister. I'm really stuck on that one. Can I talk about another gift?
You can talk about gifts that you gave to your sister.
Ooh, I have to talk about what I gave to her. I can't think of what. This year I got her jeans and a sweater. How does that count? But I remember one neat thing, one neat story. Aunt Darlene, when she got her first job, her very first job, spent all her money on buying us, mom, dad, me, gifts. And she got me a charm bracelet, a little charm bracelet. How's that?
Good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Elias helped.
You done?
We're done. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.